Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and I figured that with the other day being Batman Day, I would stop here and rank all 10 Batman movies. Now I'd like to set some ground rules. I will not be including Justice League as I believe that's a team-up movie and not a Batman movie, and I will not be including Batman Mask of the Phantasm as I unfortunately have not seen that movie yet. And I will be including Batman vs. Superman. Now, let's get in with it. At 10th place, I have Batman Returns. Yes, I know, a bit of a hot take, but hear me out here. This movie is a weird mix of goofy and gritty. Catwoman is portrayed horribly here. Max Schreck is way too generic, and Penguin is way too wacky, and his plans constantly change. His plans change like 5 different times in the final plot. He wants to be mayor most of the movie, then he just wants to kill Batman. It's very annoying to watch. And Batman is barely in the Batman movie. He's only in this movie about half the time, and that's kind of annoying, as he's supposed to be the main character. And the people replacing him, Catwoman and Penguin, are not necessarily as entertaining to watch. In 9th place, I have Batman and Robin. George Clooney wasn't the right choice for Batman, and his Bruce Wayne and Batman persona are way too similar. The movie overstuffs itself by having not 1, not 2, but 3 main villains, and adding Batgirl into the mix as well. Because of the 3 main villains and Batgirl, Bane is portrayed terribly, as he is just a henchman for Poison Ivy, rather than being a real villain with character motives. This was very unfortunate to watch. There are some funny moments in this film, so I'll give it that, but it's clear to see why the franchise was rebooted with Christian Bale after this. In 8th place, I have Batman Forever. This movie is quirky and weird, but in a fun way. I personally like Jim Carrey as the Riddler and Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, especially when the two are on screen together. They have a lot of good chemistry. However, this movie introduced us to the nipples on the Batsuit, which was just a really weird choice and kind of off-putting, and the movie crams in Robin here for no real reason, and when it doesn't really have time to. Not to mention the love story between Bruce Wayne and Chase Meridian, which is super unbelievable. So this one is a fun movie with a lot of plot issues and character issues. In 7th place, I have Batman vs. Superman. This film has an overcomplicated plot, mixed in with superheroes who really aren't so super, as in this film Batman and Superman both murder multiple people, and also a overstuffed movie that tries so hard to set up the Justice League movie, but it comes off as unnatural and honestly a little underwhelming. The dream sequences heavily take away from the main plot of this film, and it takes away from what's actually going on. Lex Luthor is fine in this film, and I actually kind of like Doomsday, as well as Batfleck and Henry Cavill's Superman, and especially nice to see more of Henry Cavill's Clark Kent, as a contrary to Man of Steel. Not to mention, this film has fantastic action sequences. However, as great as all those things are, a flawed script simply doesn't make up for that. In 6th place, I have The Dark Knight Rises. This is the first good movie on this list, and is definitely a huge step up from BVS. The pure spectacle and cinematic experience that is this movie is something very special, and only something really you get from Christopher Nolan. Tom Hardy plays a fantastic Bane, and Christian Bale is my personal favorite Batman. Actually, now that I think of it, just about everyone in this movie is great. They nail the character of Catwoman, and we get some cool Batman action sequences as well. However, there's way too little Batman in here for me. We wait 45 minutes for Bruce to don the cape once again, only for his back to be broken by Bane, and then we have to wait another hour for him to come back to Gotham and reintroduce himself as Batman. Sure, there's a great villain in here, and we follow new character perspectives of the story, such as Catwoman, but this is a Batman movie, not a Bane movie, not a Catwoman movie, and definitely not a Bruce Wayne movie. I came here to see Batman, and this movie barely delivers. The other big problem with this movie is the plot twist at the end with Talia al Ghul. I personally believe this twist weakens the character of Bane and doesn't do any justice to Talia either. Christopher Nolan has stated that out of the 3 Batman movies he's done, this one was by far the hardest to write, and I think that's definitely present here. In 5th place, I have Batman Begins. This is a beautifully paced movie, We get to follow Bruce Wayne on his journey into becoming Batman, from childhood to training with ninjas to being the Caped Crusader. This is the kind of movie where you'll never find yourself looking at your phone as it's constantly going, and the plot is constantly unfolding. There's some neat twists in here, and every actor does a phenomenal job here. Every time I watch this movie, I always look forward to seeing Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow, and this is a genuinely good Batman movie from beginning to end. My only nitpicks here are that wouldn't someone making tea or taking a hot shower prevent the microwave emitter to reaching the whole city? And Batman sorta kills Ra's al Ghul at the end of the movie. Anyway, these are minor complaints, but we're in the top 5 now, so little things like that are gonna make all the difference. In 4th place, I have Batman 1989. This one is definitely a classic, from the Batmobile to the theme song to Michael Keaton saying, "I'm Batman." This definitely feels the most Batman-y of all the Batman movies. Jack Nicholson as Joker is such a fun experience, and his plan is mostly good. My only complaint here is, again, with the love interest for Bruce Wayne, this time being Vicky Vale. The two actors have absolutely no chemistry whatsoever, and I'm not sure why these earlier Batman films couldn't write a good love interest for Bruce Wayne, but unfortunately it took away from a nearly perfect film. The Lego Batman movie is in 3rd place. This movie gets Batman right. I laughed so many times throughout this movie, and I can't tell you how many times I've rewatched this. On paper, this movie sounds overstuffed and generic, but its deep character dive of Batman, Robin, Alfred, and Batgirl pay off so well in its short runtime. My only complaint here is that I found it sort of weird that the other villains from franchises were in the final act. Like, out of all the places you could have done a franchise crossover, Warner Brothers chose here to do it, which is kind of weird. But overall, very great film, very good Batman movie, and very fun to see play out in Lego form. Bringing us into the top 2, we have The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan's masterpiece. What is there even to say about this film? From the beginning of the movie where Joker takes off his mask for the first time and reveals himself, all the way to when Batman has to kill Two-Face at the end, this is a fantastic Batman film with tons of unique character motives, great action sequences, and a legendary score. This is a film where each scene tries to outdo the last, and it always keeps you on your feet. Despite the fact that we got a perfect Joker, Two-Face, Alfred, and Batman in this movie, I do believe that there's one Batman film that beats out this one, and that is none other than The Batman. Yeah, at number 1, I have The Batman. The essence of Gotham is so perfectly captured in this movie, as well as the characters. I could sit here all day and talk about how amazing each character is, but I'll just say my 3 favorites, which are Batman, Catwoman, and the Penguin. Personally, I love seeing Batman as like a real detective and slowly uncovering the Riddler's plan throughout the movie. It was such a unique way to go about making a Batman movie, but I'm here for it. This was a great Batman movie, and most of these movies are good Batman movies, and they all bring something unique to the table. And with that comes a wrap of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.